We're
Yay.
only 3 minutes late.
Hey, everybody. Happy Star Trek Tuesday. It is time for the main viewer. It's your favorite time of the week. It's your favorite day of the week. It's time to talk about all the Star Trek news and sci-fi news and rumors. And Matt will provide us with fake news. Just kidding. His name is the Matt. Uh,
Yeah. Wait, what?
we also have a very special guest. Her name is Lolita Fajo.
Hey, thank you.
Star Trek script
Yay!
coordinator, of course, on Deep Space Nine, Next Generation, and Voyager. Am I right?
You got it. All three.
Nice.
Yep.
Very happy about that. That's really, really, really cool. That means you have so many
So
amazing
cool.
stories to tell us.
Yeah.
Everybody, we're also going to talk about some cool things like 10 exciting things coming up with Starfleet Academy. We're going to talk about Strange New Worlds. We're going to talk about the new show featuring President Archer with Scott Bakula that is absolutely 100% confirmed, kind of probably. Maybe we will get into whether it is or not. Doug Drexler is in the news. This is really cool. And we've got a Chicago Star Trek convention coming up. We got some big announcements for STLV. Way too much to talk about, but we're going to do our best with Melissa Longo
Hiya.
and the Matt Boardman.
Hey, how's it going? How's it going?
My name is Ryan T. Husk. And Lolita, first question. Before we even say hi to the people in the live chat, because we see you and we're going to say hi to you in just a second, but we have to start off with a question. Is everybody ready? We've got a new season starting today. Finally, new stuff coming out starting today. Are you excited? This is it. We of NBA
Oh,
basketball.
I am so
NBA
excited because
basketball is officially beginning today, tonight. We're going to hear the coolest, the greatest theme song in the history of sports, Round Ball Rock by John Tesh. I know, weird, right? But it really is. There it is. It's so good. That's the greatest song ever.
Yes.
Entertainment Tonight, that
Yeah.
John, wow.
Yeah. Isn't that zany?
I haven't heard that name for years.
Here's a secret. He was also on Star Trek.
Oh, I did not know
I
that.
know. Uh, because he was like uncredited. He was like a Klingon in like the pain sticks scene with Worf. Anyway,
Yeah.
hello to Brett Homerlinder and Areg, Joshua Reeve, Tiffany, Laurie, what's up? Dave Gregory, Fran Iverson, Chuck A, Rookie of the Year, Red Shirt, Bob, John Davis, what's up? Herbert Turner, Bruce McMillan. Sounds like a football player who says, Yay, Lolita, by the way. He says, Yay, Lolita.
Yay.
Lucia Raz out in Brazil says, Hi, Lolita. Everybody's saying hello to you. Okay, including May Borello out in the May area. All
Hey,
right.
May. She's not
Cool.
far.
Woohoo.
Yeah, she's close to you. All
Yep.
right. So let's get into this. Everybody, please make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon for notifications so you know when we're going live with somebody as incredible as Lolita, even though there are only two other people on the planet that are as
Oh,
incredible. I know. And you can make your guesses in the live chat right now. First question goes to you, Lolita.
okay. I'm ready. I think.
Can you just tell us what, and you may have had this question before, but what is the funniest thing that happened in your whatever it was, 10, 12, 14 years of working on Star Trek? 15.
15 at the studio. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Long time. I can't, there were so many great stories, but one of my very favorites has to do with Max Grudenchik, Aaron
Oh.
Eisenberg, Echevarria, no, Renee Aubergenois, close. We were filming an episode called Little Green Men on Deep Space Nine.
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome.
And
Story by
Yes.
Jack Trevino.
there you go.
Yes.
And it was Friday night, so we had to work very late, and it was outdoors. And it was the scene where those three characters that I just mentioned, Ron, Odo, and Nog, were in a Jeep. And they were,
Nice.
so I was hanging out that night on a Friday night, and everybody was just loopy, tired, and so tired. And Aaron, in his, wonderful wisdom, started singing Three Ferengis in a Jeep. And that just kept going and going. And then the Max, and then even Renee, who,
Wow.
really let loose too often, was so tired. So they had this whole song that was just beautiful. And I wish somebody would have recorded it. But that was one. I mean, there were so many great memories, but that one was really a lot of fun
They actually got
Oh,
Renee to
to sing.
join in. That was not his
that's
style.
so
Midnight.
great.
It was midnight on a Friday night. So yeah, I think Renee just gave in, How can here's Renee, 8 feet tall, and here's Max and Aaron like way down here. What could he do?
Brilliant. And everybody in the live chat, if you do have a question for Lolita, she has bravely agreed to answer your questions. So if you have any questions about what it was like working behind the scenes, working on set, working in the studio for the Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, and Voyager, go ahead and ask them, and we will relay them to her. Lolita, we've heard this once before, but it bears repeating. You met Gene Roddenberry.
I did. I worked for Gene Roddenberry. Yes.
What
Yes.
was he like?
um, First, just to give you a little background quickly, you've all heard it a million times. I was not a Star Trek fan when I took this job. I was not. I was a Lost in Space fan. I grew up in the 60s.
Aw,
It's a nice show.
yeah.
Anyway, I won't go into the whole story, but I took a job at Next Generation for a day. And the reason I took it was because I had taken acting classes from Patrick Stewart when I was in college. And I knew
So
Jonathan Frakes from another set of friends. And I thought, oh, that might be kind of fun. I might see them. Anyway, all that's a very long story. But I did know, and this was between the first season of Next Generation and the second, after that long writer's strike. So I did know who Gene Roddenberry was, of course. I knew what the original series was, and I knew these two guys were working on this show, Patrick and Jonathan. So I thought that might be kind of fun to see them. Little did I know that the very next morning I would be meeting face to face Gene Roddenberry, the first person I met when I got to the studio.
Wow.
And went into the Hart building for my first morning of work. And he had the very first office in the Hart building, which is a 4-story building at Paramount, and one door in and one door out. And I walked in and I realized that Gene was standing there. I don't know if he was there just to greet me, but he was there. Anyway, he was a wonderful guy. Until he got sick, he was there every day and never, ever missed a morning of going into each one of our offices and saying good morning, good night. If it was your birthday, there would be a party in his office. So no, just a true gentleman. And obviously we can't say anything more about this world he created, which is why we're still here 60 years later talking about it. Right?
Yeah.
Just a wonderful man. Threw great parties at his house too.
Ah, fun. Fun. I have a question. Kind of related to that. Since you started working on Star Trek, what are your thoughts about the evolution of this franchise since your first day?
Wow, that's a good question, and it's huge. Obviously, I do want to say I have not seen much of any of the new shows. I'm part of the legacy, as we call it, the legacy shows, and I'm proud of that.
Yeah.
But here's the thing again, we're talking about 60 years later next year, right? I mean, what show has that? I mean, Law and Order's working on it. They're at 27 or 28, but still, this is an
You're a
amazing.
Law and Order fan. That's your thing.
But the point is they are catching up. They'll never get here. They're not going to have conventions for Law and Order or cruises or anything else like that. But listen, I think I look at it sometimes and wonder, would Gene be happy with the way things have gone? I don't know. Who am I to say? But I do think that most of the new stuff, most of it, the writers, the producers have really tried to follow in his, guides. I hope. I think there's been some misses probably, and people would probably agree with me. But listen, whatever keeps this thing going, how many spin-offs are
Right.
there now? I don't even know because I can't keep track of all these new shows.
I think
It's amazing.
12 now,
I mean, that's insane to think about.
or 12 altogether, so
Thir-
11 spinoffs.
Law and Order's up to 6, but that's okay. We're gaining. But anyway, I think it's unbelievable. And being so involved in the conventions like I am, to
Yeah.
see generation after generation of people coming to these things. I've been doing this for 35 years. So when I
Wow.
see now grandparents and their kids and then their grandkids coming
Yeah.
to things, or the new young people now starting out, it's really a trip. And
Mhm.
yeah, I think it's
Trip
great.
Tucker.
Trip Tucker. But yeah, I think it's fantastic. And I think, we won't be here in another 60 years, but it will.
Yeah,
Star
ain't
Trek.
I
that the
will.
truth?
Yeah. Yeah.
Gross.
Now, this is a goal.
uh, David Bourgeois in the live chat says, I met Lolita when she was in Newfoundland for Sci-Fi on the Rock many years ago.
Yes, that was a
Wow,
great,
that's cool.
they do a great
Oh,
convention there, run by Darren Han. I've sent so many actors up there. They're just lovely people.
yeah.
Lovely, lovely. I think Aaron went
Mhm.
once.
Aaron did that once. He
Yeah,
loved it.
Wow.
really.
Yeah. Took some photography
Oh, yeah. Way up
pictures of like this boat and some great pictures he took up there.
Mm.
Well, hi to all those people in Newfoundland.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all 30 of you.
Yeah.
So I still got to go there, man. It sounds amazing. Uh, so we have some questions in the live chat. Matt, unless you had a question, we're gonna.
I had one and then it went away.
Okay, well, you got plenty of time. Lucia Raz out in Brazil. I don't envy you on this one, Lolita. I think I know what your answer is going to be. But she asks, what's your favorite to work in, TNG, Voyager, or Deep Space Nine?
Space Nine.
Oh, that was easy.
Nice.
Why is that?
I tell you, it's nothing against those other two shows. The whole thing has been incredible. Again, my half of my life now has been involved in Star Trek, and it was something I never, ever, ever anticipated happening. But Deep Space Nine, for so many reasons, is just been closest to my heart from day one. There was part of it was from a writing point of view, and even from a spectator's point of view. All the shows have 7 or 8 main characters, right? But Deep Space Nine had so much more than that. We had all those
Right.
recurring characters that weren't just a recurring character; they were almost main characters. They all had a
Right.
history. They all had a life. Nog, Rom, Lita, Damar, all of it goes on and on. And I don't know. It just over the years, I just became so close to so many of those Deep Space Nine actors as personally good friends. Not that I'm not friends with other actors on other shows by any means. I represent actors from all of those shows. But yeah, Deep Space Nine, I think, and mostly due to Ira Stephen Bear and the way he ran.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Ira on Next Gen, but the way he ran Deep Space Nine was just a whole different ball game.
so you kind of leaned into the next question, which is from Chuck A. Chuck A. He's always at STLV selling plates.
Ah,
Really cool plates and collectibles. He says, I see you working at STLV. How is it like interacting with all the stars there? So, Lolita, you now have a second career beyond Star Trek, right back into Star Trek, where you represent, you're an appearance manager for all these amazing and all of our favorite Star Trek actors. So he sees you there and he sees you saying, "Oh, you're late for your photo ops. Oh, hurry up and do this and do that." So she wants to know what's it like,
it's
or
crazy.
he does.
Um, it's Star Trek Las Vegas is a whole beast into itself, though. So that's 5 days, really more like 6 when you come right down to it, of just insane running around. I'm very fortunate to have a great group of people that work with me. I don't want to say for me because I can't pay them. God bless you, Diane, Sherry, Joe, all of you. You know who you are. It makes me cry. And to have
Gizmo.
now, like Ryan being
Yeah.
so on top of everything has been wonderful. But it's so different than any other event. I just did an event in London, which I call a good old-fashioned Star Trek convention. There was 6 actors, there was myself, there was an author, there was 400 people. Everyone was there for the opening ceremony, the closing ceremony. It was just like an old-fashioned convention. You can't have that at Vegas. That's not what that's about.
No.
As far as
Right.
there's thousands of people, at least Vegas does come close to having that family feeling, which is crazy with that many people, but it's a lot of work. Second to that is the cruise, the Star Trek cruise. If any of you have been on that, you know it's a blast. It's an enormous amount of work though, but it's also a lot of fun. I wouldn't trade any of it for anything. So
Hmm. So Chris Marshall asks, did Gene, I think Roddenberry, ever talk to you about what inspired him to create Star Trek? It's known he spent time in the Navy. Do you know if he ever experienced any UFOs?
oh wow. Well,
Ooh.
no, I wouldn't know that, but Gene did love to tell stories. If he got people in his office, he would talk about being a police officer, and he loved his history of his own personal history, and he loved to talk about that. UFOs, I don't know. You'd have to ask somebody that probably spent more time with him than I did, but that's interesting.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Wow. People are asking so many questions we could barely keep up. John
Yeah.
Davis asks, Lolita, would you ever go back to work on any of the new shows?
No, I'm too
That
old.
was a quick answer
That
too.
it's
It really
Time
was.
was my favorite show. No, it's crazy. I think back now, in my day, we were working on 2 shows almost the whole time. Many of them.
Holy mackerel.
It was TNG, and then it was TNG and Deep Space Nine,
Right.
Space Nine and Voyager, and that was insane. And you're working 16 hours a day, you can't even think straight. And again, I wouldn't trade it for anything, but I was in my 30s and I'm in my 60s now, so that is a big no.
Well,
Well,
but
the
you know,
six
they
the
they
60s are
they
known for their big starts because that's when Star Trek started in the 60s. Sorry,
Well,
Matt.
there you go.
I'm just perfectly content managing actors and going to conventions.
Well, I was going to say you're only doing 10 episodes a season now, so
Well,
that's like a walk in the park.
that's true. And that's what I really don't like about new television myself. I mean, I
Yeah.
really think it sucks, to be honest. And even the
Yeah.
stuff I watch, it's like, come on, now we have to wait another 2 years to see another maybe
Right.
episodes of something. So yes, you're right. And listen, my
Agreed.
colleagues, my actor friends, and my behind the scenes people that we all grew up together in these legacy shows, we talk about that all the time. It's like, you guys are wimps. We did 26 episodes a year and you're doing what, 10? Big
Right.
difference. So
Hmm.
yeah,
26
Mhm.
episodes uphill both ways is what I heard
yeah.
through the
Right.
snow. So Joel and Valisock asks, and I think this is has to do with Law and Order. He says, "What would a Trek court show's dun dun noise be?"
Ooh.
Oh, wow, that's
I
a
know.
good question. I don't know.
Maybe it would be that little ding ding that they have in some of
Oh,
their court
the
Oh,
hearings, and
little
it would be
bell.
like,
maybe.
yeah,
It's a
ding.
It's so
communicator chirp.
I don't have
Yeah.
it here, but one of my friends, Angie, gave me my very own gavel, and it does the Law and Order thing. It's so great.
Ah,
Oh,
And every
that's
time we walk
fun.
by, we go and we hit it, and we get a little yeah.
I
You
hear
should
they
do
make
that
like
at
a hundred thousand
conventions.
Oh.
dollars every time that sounds played.
I'm sure they do.
Wow. You should take that to some of the
Wow.
conventions just to kind of, get order.
I'm gonna take it. That's
Yeah.
Okay. So Lolita, real quick, that's some good ones. Real quick, who is at that convention in Scotland?
it was in
Yeah.
London.
Oh,
We went
London, sorry.
so I'll tell you why we went to Scotland because you'll know who I'm talking about.
Yeah,
But this
pals.
convention was Terry Farrell, Nicole DeBoer, um, Jess Bush, um, Mia, somebody, wonderful gal. She played, I don't know, you'll have Mia something. And
Hmm.
Ed Spillers. I'm not sure
Hmm.
if I'm pronouncing that. He's such a lovely guy. And Peyton List and
Kate
myself.
List. So it
Yep.
was probably Mia Kirshner.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Was a lovely,
Okay.
lovely person. I had never met her. I'd met Peyton before, and I'd met Jess before, and Ed, of course. But Mia was lovely. And there was an author there named Jim Swallow, who I actually got him his first break in Star Trek writing for Voyager many years ago. We've been friends for,
Oh
Wow.
my gosh.
yeah. So he was the other
Cool.
guest, and we had a great time. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. But then Terry Farrell and I went to Scotland to visit our dear friends Joe and Allie Cornbrough, who moved from LA in May. So that was a lot of fun. Yeah.
That sounds
Oh.
really cool. Yeah, they just moved recently and they're such good people. And Joe edited on the Voyager
Mhm.
documentary and previous documentaries as well.
And still
Um,
is. Natalie
yeah,
So
worked on our
yeah,
Michael Westmore documentary right now. Yeah.
I
that's
have
gonna
a
be awesome.
very important question. Is Joe hanging out in kilts?
Not yet.
It's not a skirt, that's a kilt.
Oh, but you know,
Get them drunk first.
I've been to Scotland times, and I used to do conventions in Scotland, which were a trip because they would have all these men lined up and doing the Scottish dance in their kilts and stuff. Terry had never been to Scotland, so we actually did get to see a couple of men walking down the street in their kilts. But
Right. Matt, do you want to tell them the story of you doing cartwheels in a kilt, or is that?
Well, I would, but as part of my parole, I was
Oh,
told
right,
I'm
right,
not
right.
allowed to.
Your ankle, what are those things? Monitor.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
Walter Ian K. This is a toughie. Lolita, can you talk about the Vision Quest in Journey's End? Is that a real native thing or just made up for the episode?
okay, first of all,
Yeah, you're already
a long
lost.
time ago, Journey's End was that. Please help me out here.
That's the
Next,
one where Wesley
what?
leaves and goes with
Oh,
the Traveler, isn't it?
you guys, I can't even go there. That's a long time ago. I don't even know who wrote that episode. And when was that? Third
I don't
season?
know either. Matt will have it in 4 seconds. It was like the
That's seventh
seventh,
season.
sixth,
Seventh
seventh.
Yeah,
season.
20th
Yeah.
episode. Yeah, that's the one where it involved the Native Americans who left Earth and settled on a colony. Picard is there, and they're talking about it's like they're having a conflict over whether they should live there or not. And it's the one where
Oh, was it?
what it's
The
where
Weren't they?
Maquis.
Wesley leaves to go,
Yeah. Weren't they in the
caravan around
demilitarized
the
zone?
yeah, they're in the DMZ. Yep. And they go out and then Wesley it ends up with Wesley leaving to go be a traveler.
Who wrote it?
Yeah, just curious.
It is written by Ronald D. Moore.
How did I guess? How did I guess?
Oh.
Let me say that first of all of the writers that were on staff at Star Trek were fabulous, as we know. And you look at Ron Moore and Brandon Braga, these guys have gone on to do amazing things. So all I can say is that if that name is attached to a script, you know that major research was done.
Yeah.
Things are made up, obviously. But all I can say is, we all know Ron's reputation. So I think that whatever he came up with was true to his heart as it could be.
Somebody is just now catching on to Ronald D. Moore's reputation, and that is somebody you represent. His name is Cirroc Lofton. And since we are reviewing Star Trek episodes, we've done all of Deep Space Nine, and we're currently in the 6th season of Next Generation. Cirroc has gone on record more than once saying Ronald D. Moore is the greatest Star Trek writer.
He is,
He's
which I've always just found
fantastic.
it such a shame. And there's no rhyme or reason to why this hasn't happened, but I just find it a shame that Ron has not been involved in any of the new Star Trek.
Oh man,
Mm.
yeah.
I think it would just
Yeah.
be amazing, but his choice, however it works out, for whatever reason, it's not happening. But yes, he's one of the best writers to ever work on Star Trek. Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mhm.
there was a brief period where I wasn't able to watch Voyager, and then I came back and started watching it again, and I got to Barge of the Dead, right? And not knowing who had written it singing in the credits or anything like that. I was like, man, this has a Ron D. Moore feel to it, and
Mhm.
sure enough, it was Ron D.
I
Moore.
think that was probably one of the only episodes that he actually wrote on Voyager, because his time on Voyager was very short-lived. And I don't think he was actually credited with much more than that one episode, if I can
Mhm.
remember. He was only there for a few months.
Also, everybody in the live chat, and hello to Marina Kravchuk. That's Draco Rex out in the live chat, and Unturned, and everybody else joining in as well. Um, Darn, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, yeah. Ronald D. Moore. Please tell the live chat about somebody whose name is extremely similar to Ronald D. Moore.
Ronald B. Moore.
Oh.
That used to get a little confusing working on the shows, but
Yeah.
well, one was in visual effects and one was in the writing department. Both very, very, very talented men and
Ronald B.
wonderful.
Moore did a lot in VFX, right?
Yes,
Yes.
many Emmy Awards later. Absolutely.
Mm.
All right, Lolita, since we only have you for a few minutes, we got to ask you what's on the horizon? What's coming up soon? Would you happen to have a convention next month?
I wonder what it is. It would be Star Trek Chicago with Creation Entertainment, and the very lovely Ryan Husk will be there, of course, and I imagine Malissa will be there. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's the last one of the season for Creation, and I'm really looking forward to it. I have Nana Visitor there and Cirroc Lofton, but there's a huge lineup of wonderful guests. Um,
Hmm.
we're having a cocktail party on Saturday night, Ryan. Talk to you about
Yeah,
that.
that's going to be a lot of fun.
Mhm.
Actually, let's pull that up real quick. Check this out. We have Coffee and Croissant with Gates McFadden. That's really funny because of the episode attached. Authentic Chicago Pizza Lunch with a dipshit from Chicago. It's okay.
So freaking awesome.
He
Well
calls
played.
himself that, Lolita. That's he sits. We're allowed to say that because he says it. The Tim Russ crew rocking your socks off. An
Ooh.
authentic Ethiopian dinner with
I
Cirroc
wish I could go to
Lofton.
that. Yeah.
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 Look at this one. Deep Space Nine happy hour cocktails with Nana, Cirroc, Lolita. Check it
Yay.
out. It says, have some cocktails and hang out with Nana, Cirroc, and Lolita in your own section of the bar. Listen to their behind the scenes stories of working 7 years on DS9, and the first drink is on us. We'll email you just prior to the event with more details Saturday at 7 p.m. That's going
Yay.
to be really cool.
Ah.
I'm looking
Yeah,
forward to
lots of guests.
yeah. That's a
Lots
good
of guests, lots of fun. You, Cirroc, Nana, like 20 other Star Trek people are going to be there. I'm looking forward to seeing you.
too. It's a great way to
Mm.
start the holiday season, really.
Yeah.
End the convention season and start the holiday season, because Thanksgiving's just a few days later.
Right. So this
Yeah.
is November 21st through 23rd in Chicago, technically Rosemont, the Westin O'Hare, like a stone's throw, literally from Chicago O'Hare Airport. It's right outside of the airport. It's not that loud. It's okay. And it's November 21st through 23rd, just the weekend before Thanksgiving. You're right. It's a great way to,
Really
kick
is.
off a little early.
Yeah. Come home and start cooking.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of kicking off, no, I'm just kidding.
I'm sorry.
But Lolita, this has been so much fun. We appreciate you taking the time.
I love doing it, so you know that.
We love having you, honestly. It's always
Yeah.
great.
So thanks so much, you guys, and thank you for getting my camera working. That would have been
Technically you
take them
did
on
it,
as a
but
big deal, but yes. So anyway, thank you all very much.
Yay.
Love
Yay.
to every trekker out there, and happy holidays if I don't see you all before.
see her in Chicago, everybody.
Yeah.
Bye, Lolita. Talk to you
Bye
soon.
bye. Take care. Bye bye.
Yay.
Okay.
All right. So
Oh, fun.
that used to be my favorite thing back when
Mm.
Zoom was kind of new, is watching people saying, all right, cool, thanks, see you later. Great seeing you. Bye-bye.
Wait, where is the button? I always lose it. What?
See here, this is the think it's the okay. Okay. I think yeah, I'm still on. I you know, that was always a lot of fun. I used to really enjoy that back in 2020.
You know, speaking of that, it reminds me of when during the Lappy Awards and Doug Drexler, wasn't it Drexler who had his mic still on and he was like watching and talking.
David Livingston, I think.
Oh, was it him too? Or
I mean, it's almost definitely more than one person.
I think
I remember one
JG did
person.
once.
Oh yeah, JG was hysterical. JG was so funny. JG Hertzler, everybody knows, General Martok, aka Chancellor Martok.
Yeah.
He was like, when he was done with his part, we're like, yeah, you could stick around and just kind of hang out if you'd like. He's like, I'd like to do that, you know. And so then when people are talking and they're doing the thing, you hear him going like, oh, that's nice. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, just kind of just commenting as we to the point where we kind of had to mute him because it was great. It was really like honestly such a compliment and such an honor that he was enjoying the show. Whenever they choose to hang on,
Yeah.
it's really nice. But yeah, a little more
Oh.
quietly. That was my favorite moment is hearing him go like, "Oh, that's nice." That old Klingon softy. Okay.
Oh, he is a softie.
Okay. So back to the news, everybody. If you enjoyed Lolita Fajo joining us and telling us stories of your favorite show, oh, that was a good.
Oh, well
Please
played.
give this video a like. We would appreciate that very much. And now on to the news. And it goes a little something like this. Oh, ScreenRant.com, written by John Orchiola, that's back at the head in the live chat, says, let's pull this up. 10 things in Star Trek's next show fans are excited about which fans are excited. He's got the X's and O's.
Yeah.
The X's and O's, they haunt me.
Yes. I love that song. It's fun to dance to.
Yeah, that's why I like it too. Okay. Number one is Starfleet
Elle
Academy.
King, I believe, is the singer of that song.
Elle King. Okay. Good knowledge. Good
I
knowledge.
think so.
Number one, Star Trek Starfleet Academy is led by Academy Award caliber movie stars. Right? That's a very good point with Holly Hunter and Paul Giamatti. Incredible.
Mm.
Oh, then he says Michelle Yeoh of Star Trek Discovery and Section 31 is also in Everything Everywhere All at Once. Wonder if she's gonna pop in.
Hmm.
Oh,
I
I don't know that it
hmm.
would make sense for her to pop in because
Oh,
she went back in time, right?
Yeah, she went back
yeah,
in
but who
time in
knows?
Discovery.
None of that. They could do
I know,
anything.
right, right, exactly. Well, actually, she
I
went back in time, so I
know.
don't think she's going to be there. But wait a minute, this is Star Trek we're talking
Yeah.
about, where
Somebody could
nobody
be
is truly
literally,
dead.
yeah, exactly. Somebody could have died and it wouldn't matter. Okay. Next, Star Trek Starfleet
True.
Academy has a young cast of brand new characters. We like that.
Yeah,
We
we
like
do.
that. I mean, because everybody's been saying, I mean, basically for almost all my life, people have been clamoring for a show just with 7 Wesley Crushers, you know? Like this is just
Well, I don't know about that, but
what do you mean? Everybody, as long as I've been alive, has been saying Wesley Crusher is cool, but the problem is there aren't enough of him. I want like 9 Wesley Crushers, basically.
see, you got the number wrong. You needed 9 instead of 7.
I had 7 of 9. Next is Star Trek Discovery has three legacy characters in Starfleet Academy that we know of, he says parenthetically.
Mhm.
That's Jet Reno, Admiral Charles Yukon Vance if you want to, and uh, and who's the other one?
Oh,
Oh, and also
Tilly.
Mary Wiseman. Yeah, but it's not, I don't see it listed there, but I guess she's
I think
pictured.
she is.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's pictured. Yeah, Tilly as well. But it's crazy that Tilly's only going to be in one
one.
episode.
That's crazy.
You
Crazy.
know, my wife was the stunt double for what's his name? Rachel Weisz on The Mummy Returns.
Cool.
My
And so
gosh.
she knew, like she got to know Oded while they were on set there. Said that he's just an absolutely lovely person.
Yeah, Matt Boardman is married to the coolest woman on the planet. She's a stunt actor for many shows, and she's a badass.
That is
Yes, yes,
badass.
she is.
Do you think if somebody's making jokes on the set of The Mummy, Oded goes like, "Oh my God, I'm Oded"?
No.
Probably not, because that would be so stupid. Actually, now that I think about it, I can't believe I said that. Uh,
But you can imagine
next,
if he did.
that is a Tommy Boy reference, right? Was it Tommy Boy?
Yes, yes, it is.
What?
Tommy boy.
Or
Well, no,
is it?
that's
No, no, it's Billy Matt. No,
yes.
Billy Madison.
Yeah.
There it
Yep.
is.
Oh.
But it was Chris Farley that was saying it. That's why
Yep.
I think
Yep.
they got it on. No, they didn't.
On.
No,
No, they
no,
didn't.
no, they didn't. But you can
And
imagine what. So whatever.
if they
Um,
did.
Yeah.
John Davis in the live chat says, "Dad joke alert."
Nope, but it rhymes with dad joke. All right. Up next. Thank you. Star Trek Starfleet Academy will explore what happened to Deep Space Nine's Captain Sisko. That's the big thing. There have been some hints
Mm.
and some drops that we're going to find out something with regards to the emissary. Maybe the emissary himself will drop in and be the new lead. Maybe that's
Be
why Tilly's only in one
awesome.
episode. They'll be like, well, sorry, we don't have enough. We got the emissary.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oops.
I mean, it's the emissary. If
Um,
they had the emissary and Holly Hunter in the same oh, I'd be like, oh my gosh.
yeah, what's her character's name?
Nala Ake
Yeah.
or something like that. I may have said it wrong.
Okay. It would be pretty cool though if they brought back like a bunch of Deep Space Nine characters like Morn. If Morn and Cisco are back, it'd be like the M and emissary. Uh, Star Trek Starfleet Academy brings back Klingons and has a Klingon main like M and I need a nap. Starfleet Academy brings back Klingons and has a Klingon main character. Oh my God, our numbers are plummeting per joke. Sorry.
Morn's palms are sweaty. Mom's spaghetti.
I was thinking more like the
Ooh,
candy.
Oh, oh,
that's
oh. No, fair.
I
spaghetti.
had two
That's
more packs of those 3-year-old M&Ms today.
Yum.
I'm addicted to M&Ms, man. So Star Trek Starfleet Academy's cadet J. Den Cragg is the first time that a Klingon is a main character in a Star Trek series since the 1990s era, executive produced by Rick Berman. And that was,
Yeah.
of course, Worf. Next, Star Trek Starfleet Academy has a love story like Riker and Troy. Oh, because um One is a human, and the other is a Betazoid and daughter of Beta Zed's president. That'll be fun to revisit Beta Zed, right?
Yeah.
Matt,
Yeah. It'll be interesting.
do we know what Beta Zed looks like? Have we ever
We only I
we've
very
seen
briefly.
video of it in that in like Troy's sisters episode thing.
There's that, and then there's
Mm.
the episode Menage a Troy, which they are on Beta Z and
Was
they
it
go
Beta
for a
Zed?
picnic.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So I think
Riker and Troy do.
there's actually a matte painting of Beta Z out there.
Wow.
Ooh. Good job, Matt.
Yeah, way to go. Taking lessons from Jenny.
Yeah.
Uh, he's like, I don't understand what you
It's
guys are.
like, what? What are you talking about? You're
Uh,
you're
Star
painted,
Trek,
Matt.
Star Trek Starfleet Academy's innovative USS Athena starship. Actually, let's look at this real quick. Here it is. Wowie, look at that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Is it a transformer or does it just really like fly like that?
Robots
I
in
think
disguise. I think that's the dock that it's sitting on, probably.
Yeah, but this is got to be the
yeah,
ship, right?
that's I mean, because that looks like the
The
impulse
top
engines
party?
right there.
Yeah, right here.
Right.
So
Oh,
where's the
so maybe
nacelles, right?
maybe they take off in it. Oh,
And
oh, I see what you're saying.
is this thing attached to it when it flies around? It looks like it because it looks like it's out, right? So the ship looks like a mushroom, maybe.
Yeah,
Or
interesting.
maybe it
Spore drive.
swings up. Like it swings up. Like what are those things? I don't know. Like a flip
Cat
phone.
cats?
I don't know. It opens. It goes
I
boop,
don't. Yeah, did
or it
we
goes
see it
boop.
when it's flying? I don't know.
I don't think so.
Yeah, there's something in the
I
trailer
don't
that.
Yeah,
remember.
but I
Yeah,
don't. Okay.
But I think
Next.
in the trainer, it looked like a regular ship. Like it
yeah,
looked
it
like a
does.
ship
Yeah,
with nacelles and all of that jazz.
yeah.
Actually another person character from a previous Star Trek show. The Doctor is a major character in Star Trek Starfleet Academy. That's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
All of Star Trek's past canon is in play in Starfleet Academy. That's true because this is not a prequel. They can
Hmm.
literally build from every single thing. For all we know, they can build off of the Kelvin movies because they could be like,
Hmm.
oh, 400 years ago, we visited this other universe that was created when the Kelvin was destroyed or whatever by the Narada or whatever it was, right? Whatever that story was. And they could literally reference things from there, or they could do it in an episode. We could have Chris Pine popping in and saying, "Hey, I'm Captain Kirk," and they're like,
You don't
"That's
look
not what
like
the record.
Kirk.
That's not what my history book says." Or whatever.
What
Uh,
kind of Wheaties were you eating?
yeah, had Michael Jordan on the box.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Next is Starfleet Academy pushes Star Trek's future forward once again, similar to what we just said there. And that's it. Those are 10 things to be excited about for Starfleet Academy. Those are exciting.
Yeah. Pretty
It's interesting because
exciting.
it's like it's always fun to see the beginning of a new series. Like
Hmm.
I remember when Deep Space Nine was brand new. I remember Voyager when it was brand new, and Enterprise, and on up. And so there's so many unexplored possibilities with the series, and we can only speculate until then, right? And hopefully some of that speculation either comes true or doesn't come true, depending on which side of the spectrum you want to speculate on. But yeah, it's a new adventure waiting to happen. So it's kind of
Hmm.
exciting.
It really is. I don't remember when those were brand new, like Next Generation, because I wasn't watching it at the time. And I don't remember Deep Space Nine really. I kind of did. But for me, I was there front and center when Voyager launched, you know? And it was just really exciting to get that first look of the new
Mm.
characters and like saying, all right, this is our crew. And for Enterprise, I was learning about the characters even before the premiere because there was like some book that came
Wow.
out where they're like introducing the characters and introducing the art and like the way the ship would look and all that. And there's some things that I still remember from that.
Yeah.
And then you get really excited about the new characters. You're like, all right, let's see how this all fits together and how they all work out. And you start off with kind of like Strange New Worlds gave you that feel too, where you immediately start getting a favorite or two. You're like, oh, this one's a good character. I'm gonna really like this one, you know. I think Dr. Mbenga was the first, like, oh, yeah, that's my guy. He's gonna be great.
For
But
me, it was La'an. I still love La'an.
and that's okay. She's phenomenal. She's amazing. Yeah. Who did you like right off the bat in Strange New Worlds, Matt?
Well, I mean, this is kind of
You never
a lame
watched
answer.
it?
No, I mean, what is this? Strange New Worlds? You're all some sort of astronauts on some sort of Star Trek. Um, no, this is a lame answer, but I loved Pike.
Hmm.
Because when they introduced Anson Mount as Pike in season 2 of Discovery, like immediately I felt a tonal shift in the series. And like
Yeah.
this was like your Starfleet captain that you were expecting, that you would come to know, right? Like, I don't know, there was just something about his presence on there. And I remember saying, man, what is going to happen? Because he's going to leave this series after this season. And what is going to happen to the show? And when they started Strange New Worlds, I was like, oh my gosh, yes. Like that, I don't know. I like his character. And then obviously Ethan Peck's Spock was great, but everybody else was kind of a mystery going in. Um, but they really, I don't know, they just did such a good job right out of the gate with everybody that it's been a
Hmm.
really fun ride.
Yeah, they really have. I think the casting for Strange New Worlds is on. Spot on, in my opinion, because they're all very talented and they embody their characters so well. Yeah,
Here's a
I
fun one.
enjoy that.
Joshua Reeve reminds us Commander Yor was the Kelvin Universe character in Star Trek Discovery.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I
Uh,
don't remember.
was like the gray alien guy that was just like in for that flash, right?
Yeah. And then
Mhm.
we got to see him again in the Roddenberry archive.
Unification.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that was fun. We got to see his outfit at STLV. Uniform, sorry. Uniform. Outfit makes it sound silly. Not an
Oh,
outfit, Dick. It's a uniform, and you know it.
it's such a cute outfit.
It's my wardrobe. All
It's
right.
my
Well,
wardrobe.
that's what the department's called, wardrobe.
It is.
Or maybe they call it costuming nowadays. I don't know. Maybe there's a bunch of things. This is from
Oh,
trekmovie.com. Here it comes, everybody. Strange New Worlds to have fewer outliers and be traditional Star Trek in the final seasons per the showrunner.
we've kind of covered this before, but there's some there's some comments from Alex Kurtzman and Melissa Navia,
In the live
and
chat right now, that's cool. Hey guys.
yeah, they're getting
Yeah,
Anyway,
but when I read that though, Matt made a definite face, and I want to know what that face meant.
Oh, that's what you're giggling about. I
What?
was like,
All right,
what's
let me
going
check.
on?
What's the story here?
What's going on?
Well, I no, it's one of those things where it's like they saw the reaction to season 3 and went, okay, maybe we pushed the needle a little bit too far this way. Let's kind of bring it back and recoup.
However,
But
get him,
you're probably
Malissa,
gonna
get him, get him.
season four started filming before we saw
Yeah,
season three.
yeah.
So the scripts were already written.
So season 5 they could have certainly adjusted.
Right.
But season 4 was
But
already done.
they can always change things in the edit.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, that's true.
But if it's going to be like a 70s episode or whatever, or a Muppets episode, they can't just cut out
No,
all the
no,
Muppets.
they can't cut that out. No.
I'm dreading the Muppets episode. I'm sure it'll
But
be
there are
great.
fewer outliers, fewer Muppet episodes
So
in
wait,
season
Matt,
four.
I still don't know what was funny, but you did send us a picture of that USS Athena, and that does look familiar. But what I don't understand is how it ends up looking like that
So if
based on
you
what we saw in the first picture.
it's hard to see it here, but there is a column that comes down from the bottom of the saucer section there. So that's that column that we were seeing.
And
Um,
but how
Maybe
does
it
the
is
yeah.
like a
rest, how do all
transformer.
those I guess, yeah, those giant nacelles just fly out of the ground and attach and then it
Yeah, I think they
flies
just kind
up.
of well, because
Like
in the
wheels
32nd
in a plane.
century, we don't have attached nacelles anymore.
Right.
So that's going to be my guess is it's that kind of same principle as it's these
Oh
nacelles are
yeah.
probably not attached to it.
Hmm. Hmm.
Let's see. Yeah,
Hello, my
because
baby. Hello, my darling. There is some dead air there. Just to fill the space.
No, no, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have laughed at at the title of that article. It's just interesting to me because it's like, the first two seasons of Strange New Worlds, we've talked about this before. I mean, they seemed like they were pretty well received, and then we got to season
Yeah.
3, and it was just kind of interesting, and I kind of giggle a little bit about how polarizing it was for people, and that people had very strong opinions about this
what?
season of
Star Trek nerds? No
Very,
way.
very strong opinions.
So
So here's something. So it seems like maybe uh because everybody check this out. I don't know how well you can see this, but I'm gonna try to share it. I don't know how well we can do this.
Uh-huh.
There we go. This is what it looks like after, right? When it's flying in
yeah,
space.
yep,
It's kind of
Okay.
like the buttons
yes,
that we keep seeing.
yeah, and I think those are yeah, the badges are actually patterned after the shape of the ship.
Okay, they're ship shaped. But then look, here's what it is. But then this looks like down here. This part down here looks like
Oh yeah,
those
that's where
are
the
those
wings
nacelles.
are.
Right. So
Yep.
So
those,
that's the front of the ship that we're looking at. We're looking at it front on, right? Head on.
no, I think this, I don't know how they connect or where, but I would guess that this is the back. I would
Well,
guess.
you know what though? Because that column looks like it's going away from us. So that could very
Right.
well be, and that's the deflector.
No, I think
Like
this is the
this,
back right
it's
here.
like a
Is it?
swan
I think. I don't,
neck coming down, connecting to the wings that are going out the back. That's what it
Yeah,
looks
so
like
hey
to me.
Ryan, so if you look at the image there that says right underneath there that says Starfleet Academy on it, you get the ship in flight there over the you see the one right next to Caleb's image? Yeah, that one right there. It's showing it.
it's tough to tell what the heck's going on in there. Life
Yeah.
is weird.
Oh, maybe it is the back. I don't know.
It's
Yeah.
yeah,
I
it's
don't
the back.
know.
It's the back, but I have a
Yeah.
feeling that they like there's some sort of maneuver either they come
Just,
out and come up in front
ooh.
of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then settle in. And then
However, I'm just gonna say one thing for once. And like, I'm all for the cool stuff. When I was a kid, I did love Transformers. I loved Robotech. I think it was cool that there could be a saucer section and the battle bridge and all these other things. However, if this thing is on the ground and it has its wings over there somewhere, and they're like, uh-oh, emergency, emergency, we gotta fly out. Okay. And then they hit the button. Okay, here we go. Here come the wings, everybody. All right, everybody get in your position. Put on your seatbelts. The wings are coming on. Okay, the Klingons are attacking. Well, hang on. We got to get the wings. The wings are coming. They're okay. They're up. Watch out. Don't hit Fred. Don't hit Fred. Wings.
I
The
want to
wings
see
always
this
the wings
skit.
always hit Fred. Fred is the slowest guy to get out of the way. You know, but you know what I mean? Like you're you're slowing down. You need something that can just spring into action. Whoosh.
yeah, it's a lot more involved than saying, transport up to the ship and let's take off.
Oh,
Well,
okay. You guys,
because
Fred is out of the way
it's,
now. We can go. We can go.
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
it's maybe not as big of a deal because it's a teaching ship. I would imagine that Starfleet has other ships that they use to,
Oh yeah,
defend Earth and what have you. So this is a teaching ship, so maybe that time isn't as of the essence as some other
totally,
ships.
absolutely, and completely. But I'll bet you there will be moments where,
Oh,
Because
Fred. Sorry, dude.
yeah,
You
Fred, we're
killed
just
with with
gonna,
Kenny.
with he
yeah,
gets hit with the Wilhelm scream. Ah!
every time. Yeah, I mean, well, I mean, look, it's that the thing is that Fred's the guy that paints the wings. And whenever they're like,
Oh.
emergency, we got to move. And Fred's like, well, hang on, you're gonna spill my bucket. And they're like, we'll get you another bucket. You can't. We're almost out of silver 79. Use silver 78, but then it won't match the rest of the wings. Oh, Fred, when are you gonna retire? God, sick this guy.
Oh,
We
Fred.
all know Fred.
Don't drop dead, Fred.
Right
Please.
said Fred. Right said Fred. There we go. Up next.
But there's that movie, Drop Dead Fred, right?
I don't know.
With Phoebe Cates. He had green. Anyway, sorry, keep going.
That's okay. I'm just racking my brain
There
trying to remember
is.
that one.
There is back in 91.
Scott Bakula's new Star Trek show reveals mother of President Archer's son. Wait,
Wait,
mother
what?
of, okay. So the guy that
Yeah.
the person that he made a baby with, right?
Yeah.
Reveals President
Well,
Archer's
one of his
mother.
Baby
Okay.
mama.
babies with,
Yeah, that's
because,
weird. And this is
yeah,
screenrant.com, everybody. So
John
did you read
Orkula.
this, Melissa? Who is it?
I
Oh, and it's John
did.
Orciolo. That's back of the head.
Yes. And he actually mentioned, he texted me that Mike Sussman, the guy who is coming up with this whole idea with Scott Bakula, contacted him personally and told him about who the mother of one of Archer's children is. And
Yeah,
he
you're right. I'm
didn't
actually
rev
he sent it to me too, and I should have read it. You're
Oh,
totally
okay.
right. No, I'll just read the whole thing if that's okay.
Sure.
He
Yeah.
says, and I'm sure this is what you're referring to. This is great stuff, Melissa. He says, so the story behind the Archer article is that Mike Sussman reached out to me to tell me about the podcast in the article. And he confirmed the details to me personally about Erica Hernandez being the
Yes.
mother of Archer's son. Wow. But not
Oh.
necessarily that they ever married Archer. He's he's keeping those details to himself. We don't know
Yeah.
who the mother of Archer's other kids are, or if Erica is the mother of more than one, but the son in Starfleet who uses the last name Hernandez and not Archer is confirmed. Oh boy.
Yes.
Oh, that
So
sounds
the
complicated.
podcast that John is talking about Mike Sussman was recently on this podcast and gave this information out. But the Eric and Hernandez bit, I believe Mike reached out to John personally and spoke with him about that.
Man, that's cool.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Joel says it's
pretty cool.
Archer and Tripp's baby. And those of you that are going like, that's impossible. You don't know Dr. Phlox then. He can do anything.
Didn't Trip have nipples on his wrists? So
Yeah.
Optimism.
So jealous. Some people have all the luck. You know, piss me
Oh
off.
my gosh. But that's cool. Erica Hernandez, that would be great if she showed up in this show. If it happens, it's still not, this is
Where do you
still
think her
all
nipples are? I shouldn't ask that.
where human
Not probably
ladies'
not on
nipples are
probably not on her
usually.
wrists, huh?
Probably not.
That's okay. We'll cut that out of the edit. No problem. That's easy.
Oh, okay. Yes. Back of the head says Mike Sussman revealed Erica Hernandez on the podcast and then confirmed it with him.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
There it is, everybody. How you doing, by the way, John? You're out in the Philippines right now. It's probably like what, 3:30 in the morning or like 1 in the afternoon. I don't know.
It's usually probably like 8 a.m. or something. That's usually
Yeah.
when
It's some really exotic
maybe
time.
9 a.m. 9:05 a.m. I'm guessing.
Matt's checking for us right now. Here it comes. What time is it in the Philippines right now?
Let's see. What time is it in the Philippines? It is 9:05 a.m. So
Right.
it's the freaking next day.
Nailed
It
it.
is Wednesday. It is Wednesday for John Archiola right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So up next, oh, this is fun. Doug Drexler is in the news because he has launched a Kickstarter for a Doug Drexler documentary, and it's got the coolest name ever, Trek Star. Isn't that cool? That's perfect. He's the Trek Star.
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder if his bird's gonna be in the documentary.
Oh God, you know it is. But the problem is I'm not sure if like how are they going to get Doug out of his shell to like tell enough stories to fill a documentary?
I
I
don't.
don't
You might have
know.
to bribe him with something. Maybe a couple
Like,
margaritas or something.
no, Doug is notorious for having amazing, great stories and always willing to tell them. And
Yes.
he's just like this never-ending fountain of stories and memories and anecdotes. Oh, what a guy. So this is going to be amazing.
Yeah.
I'm super excited for it.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
I may or may not have had a preview of his
Oh,
memoir. And
Ooh.
yeah, so
That
I
sounds
will say this
fun.
about Doug. For he is an amazingly talented artist who has evolved over the years from hand drawing to makeup to visual effects to his life in the art departments on several shows and everything like that. But man, that guy has had a very interesting life, and he has an amazing ability to tell a story and to make you feel like you're right there watching it happen for the very first time with him. So
Mhm.
it'll be interesting to see if they can capture that same narrative that Doug has the ability to use in this documentary.
so check this out. Here is the Kickstarter campaign page. I thought it was really cool that look, the first thing I see here, 455 backers.
Oh,
Oh.
And you know, the previous Star Trek documentary that was funded on a platform like this was the Voyager documentary. And then, of course, even before that, Deep Space Nine documentary, etc. And it was 455 films that did it with myself, with
Yeah.
Lolita, with Joe Cornboat, the guy she just talked about, and of course, the executive producer and the guy that owns the company, Dave Zappone. So, of course, just now while you guys were talking, I just took a little picture, a little screenshot of the 455 backers and sent it over to Dave Zappone to see what he thinks about that. I'm like, that's got to be a good omen, right?
Right.
That's some kind
Some
of
kind
good
of
omen.
omen.
Yeah.
And already with 28 days to go, we have 60,000 pledged out of $165,000 goal.
Amazing.
And some of these are just so fun. Buckaroo Banzai TV series concept art,
That is awesome.
Drexler
It's a
TNG
fun movie.
storyboard prints signed. You can get signed
Ah,
storyboards for 19 clams only.
Yeah.
amazing.
Can I tell you which one on here? It's gone already, and I'm
Yes.
so
No,
sad.
I know exactly. I feel the same way. I'm like, how did it go so quickly? This is such a brilliant idea. And let me see, I think it's around like 50 or 60. Where is it?
There's some at the bottom that say no longer available.
Okay, wait. This is the one right here. This is the one for me that's insane. Own a piece of Star Trek The Next Generation history, a genuine piece of the Alpha Quadrant. You will own a 1 inch by 1 inch square piece of the original Starfield backdrop seen out the windows of Guinan's Enterprise D bar 10 forward.
Amazing.
So you
That's
know,
so
like it
cool.
was like on a curtain with, like it was this Starfield backdrop, and when they would look out the window or whatever it was out at the stars, it was really just this little backdrop. So for 50 clams, you can own a star, basically. I mean, what we thought was a star in Star Trek was this little white dot. You can own it. That's brilliant.
That's
Oh no,
amazing.
there's still six left.
Oh, there's only
Maybe
six
they
left. Oh, I gotta
maybe
get on
they
that.
added some.
No, there's one further down, and this one it was $1,000 for this one.
That's a lot of $1,000.
Yes, it was
Ooh,
it was
dinner with Trek
oh
luminaries.
wow, look, they got one. All right. Nice.
I thought they
Uh
got one luminary.
oh yeah. I know those faces.
One Trek fan asked for the link in the live chat, and I just put it in there.
Cool.
So
Nice.
to the
Oh
Kickstarter.
yeah, so
So
it's under the all gone there. So anyway, they have the bongos that O'Brien plays in Far Beyond the Stars.
Wow.
And that was for 1,000. And I have played those bongos because Doug used to have them at the office with us when we were at Universal. And I'm so sad that they're gone.
Plank owner, $1. They're all out. What? They only had 10 at $1. That's okay.
wow.
Uh, Dick Tracy
Dick
book
Tracy?
autographed.
Yeah, he did some great work on that movie too.
Wow, there's a lot of stuff here.
You see that,
Wow,
Ferengi?
Ferengi screen used prop. How fun, Simon Says.
Wow.
Looks like that
Right
Simon game,
there.
remember?
The
The
bongos.
bongos.
Oh, I'm so sad.
Wow.
Oh.
Used to play those things.
Amazing.
Aw.
Drexler's
Ooh.
TNG crew jacket never worn. What? That's a
Wow.
steal at 1500. That is like,
Wow.
wow. Wow. That's a steal right there.
That somebody stole it.
Yeah,
Yes, they
Unification
did.
TNG script signed. Ooh.
Ooh.
Patrick Stewart. I can't tell what the rest of these say. Something, someone Peterson?
Yeah.
Who's
No.
that? Who's that? That looks like Leonard Nimoy. Oh, because he was in Unification, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
He
yeah.
was.
Wow,
Oh
wow,
my
that is him.
gosh.
Wowie.
Yeah,
Wow. Oh,
get on that.
or we could just look at it right here.
Oh,
Leonard Nimoy, Patrick Stewart, Malachi Throne, Danny Roebuck, Doug Drexler. Oh, and more. More is badass.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's probably no, I don't know. Maybe
Interesting.
Danny Roebuck. Okay. Anyway, so the link is in the live chat, buddy. So make sure you jump up in that. And also, when this video's over, feel free to add it in the comments section once you hit the refresh button. So we're sending all of our well wishes to Doug Drexler for this thing
Yeah.
to explode. It's already gained another backer just since we've been talking about it. We
Ooh.
are now at 456, and that's why I sent that image to Dave Zappone immediately because I was like, that thing's gonna
Right.
change. It's fun to change. And I also thought it was cute that I told Lolita to join us at 4:55 p.m. today because we go live at 5. So at first I was like, I'll just join it at 4:50. I was like, make it 4:55 with a wink. And who knows? I
Are
don't
we
think she got it. I think she was just like, he's drunk. I don't know.
are we stuck in cause and effect? And 455 keeps popping up?
See? Right? That's data doing that. It's a data dump. Okay.
Data dump.
Anyway, so
Data.
shout out to Doug Drexler. That's really cool. Can't wait for this. Everybody's signing on to it. He's making all kinds of announcements and updates. Really
Mhm.
cool. Everybody go check that out and support one of the coolest dudes in all of Star Trek history.
Yeah.
Up next. Oh, oh, yeah. Yeah, this is important, you guys. This is from our friends over at TrekCore. TrekCore says Creation Entertainment urges early ticket buys for STLV 2026, warns of potential convention and hotel sellout. Well, look, everybody, you could read the article at blog.trekcore.com, but the truth of the matter is it's the 60th anniversary and STLV is gigantic, and the 60th anniversary is gigantic. So you don't need us to warn you. Go get your tickets. Also, because here's something interesting that just happened. We have
Ooh.
some new additions to STLV that were just added this
Oh,
afternoon.
breaking news?
Right, but here's the thing. Is creation going to do the right thing and honor the 60th anniversary of Star Trek with the people that got us there? What's that saying? Come go home with the person that brought you kind of thing. Well, let's find out together, shall we? Because I'm feeling kind of skeptical here.
Hmm.
Oh, that's Doug Jones hugging people. Oh, that's a lot of
Oh, that
imagery.
was Chase.
Well,
Oh,
that's the
Oh,
video I made for you guys.
oh,
yeah.
how'd that happen, the Matt Boardman?
Hey, that was George Takei.
Excellent editing, Matt. All right.
Oh,
So,
so many
okay.
familiar faces.
The first three guests that were announced, William Shatner, George Takei, Walter Koenig, the three remaining leads, of course, in the original series. But yeah. But what else? Well, let's find out. Oh, wait, I think we got to click up here somewhere. Guests. A whole shitload of original series people. We
Wow.
have Barbara Luna, Beverly Washburn, Bobby Clark, who's the Gorn. We have son of Jimmy Doohan, Christopher Doohan. We have Deborah Downey. We have Phil Morris, Sandy Gimpel. We have Sean Kenny. Tanya Lamani, Victor Brandt,
Wow.
all from the
Amazing.
original series. This is a
Cool.
gigantic original series love fest. Right, George?
Oh my.
Ooh,
Oh, but
wow.
isn't that awesome? That's how you start off the 60th anniversary by announcing 12 people that were in the original series and a 13th who is the son of Scotty. I think that's cool.
That is really
Mhm.
cool. It's gonna be fun.
Not Scottie Pippen.
And you know how, well, Scottie Pippen spelled it differently. He did Scotttie.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
But that's good knowledge
Scottie
anyway. We'll take
But
Pippen
it.
yeah, bloop
popped
bloop.
into my head.
Yeah.
I'll give you a bloop, a couple
We would
bloops
have
there
also
for
accepted Scotty Barnes and Scotty Too Hottie and
Too
Scott
hottie didn't
Hall,
pop into my head. Pippen did.
Scotty Pimpin. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see if the live chat cares. Linda Anderegg says, "That's great." Chuck A
Yeah.
says, "So cool." Dave Gregory says, "Yay." David Bourgeois says, "Very cool." Robert Kaiser says, "Well, he's the original Gorn." So that's cool. That's Bobby Clark. Um, and it's really important because not just for the actors that started it all, the actors that took us to the dance, the actors that we all owe a giant debt of gratitude for making Star Trek a
Hmm.
successful franchise that could create these other spin-offs that we could talk about forever, that we could do videos for and live shows and conventions for. But on top of that, what about the fans of the original series? The people that go to STLV every year and they sit through all of these panels of like lower decks or discovery or and they're like, I don't even I have Sally, I've never even seen when's Spock? Well, I want to see where's Kirk. Kirk is on Sunday, dear. What's today? Thursday. Ah, crap. But what about for Sally and Billy, who have been with Star Trek from the very beginning, and they've been
Not Fred,
supporting, and they've
because
been
he's painting the
supporting, I
ship.
know, they've been supporting Star Trek. They've been encouraging all of us to watch the shows and to get into it. They've been dressing their kids in Vulcan ears and Star Trek shirts
Aww.
for 60 years. We owe them a debt of gratitude to give them
Yeah.
what they want, which is as many original series people as they can handle. That's the true way to do and honor a 60th anniversary and Billy and Sally. Billy, by the way, his last name is Shatner. So, I mean, he
I
likes to sit in the front
agree.
row and like heckle.
All those hecklers.
All right. But there are a lot of those people too that are in our live chat. The people like Linda Anderegg, the people like Chuck A, some of these OG Star Trek fans that we owe a debt of gratitude to. A
Oh,
lot of us just
yeah.
we pop in, we like the original series, but we grew up, with like TNG or Deep Space Nine or Enterprise or Voyager. Um, but a lot of people have been there since the beginning, and we owe them a big debt of gratitude. Uh,
Absolutely.
all right, back to work, everybody.
Joel, it's not Friday.
What did Joel say to us? Tranya. Yeah, that'll be nice. Tranya. Oh, Clint Howard.
Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm.
Whoosh.
Okay.
I'm invisible. Whoosh. I'm invisible.
Okay.
That's what I thought. You better take
Do
this.
you know who loves that line? Our pal, Dr. Anne Marie Siegel, said that when she was a kid, they used to say that. They was like run away or pretend to be invisible and say, whoosh, I'm invisible. And I'm like, I don't understand what that means. And she's like, you need to watch more original series. I'm like, okay.
No, but that was Deep Space Nine.
Whatever. It's all the same. Uh, yeah. Oh man, that's good stuff. All right. Up next. Oh, this is something. I wonder if we can we hear it? Yeah, we can.
It's great if you could play the sound.
Yep, I'm gonna do my best. Here we go. Let's push a bunch of buttons real quick.
Matt's
Hit
like, ooh,
that
what's
button.
gonna happen? Ooh, what's happening?
Hi, this
Yes!
is Michael Dorn, Worf from Star Trek, Jedediah Turner from Chips,
Nice.
Dr. Burke from Castle. This is my official site, and I'm going to be posting and doing some videos and answering questions, so buckle up. It's going to be a bumpy ride.
Oh no.
Oh my
That's
Are we gonna
gosh!
get
amazing.
He's
are we
so
gonna get
cute!
we're gonna get flagged from YouTube for having the Next Generation song in the background?
I will fight them.
Yeah, well.
I don't think it's long enough. I hope.
Yeah, that's every
I
time we say
Knock
that we're
on wood.
wrong.
I know, right?
Ah.
I want him to show up to STLV with that mustache that he had in Chips.
Oh yeah. Anyway, so that's really cool. He says it's his one and only official profile. Good to be back with you all. So that's interesting to know. That's interesting to know, everybody. If
Mhm.
you'd like to follow or support or keep in touch or like videos from the official Michael Dorn social media, it's only on Instagram.
Yeah. So
Oh
follow him.
man.
I already followed him.
Ugh, so I have to log into Instagram. There's so many things to do.
But he's so cute.
Yeah.
His
Next
smile
thing
at
you
the
know,
end. He's
Christina
so
Chong's gonna
cute.
be like, my only thing is on Snapchat. I'll be like, man, I gotta download Snapchat now. And someone else is gonna be like, I'm only on MySpace. And we'll be like, Martin Quinn, come on.
Okay, Tom.
Yeah. All right.
Oh,
Anyway,
Oh,
he
but
was
that's a
fun.
really
my
good.
first friend.
That's a really good thing. That's really cool. Thank you very much to Michael Dorn for posting that with the video so that we know exactly
Yeah.
what's going on here.
Well, and I also have to give a shout out to Back of the Head for sharing that with me earlier today because it's pretty rad.
Yeah. Back of the Head never sleeps. John Orkeel
I
in the live
I
chat.
know.
don't think he does.
Yeah.
I know.
'Cause he has
He and
another
he
org.
he you know why he doesn't need to sleep is because he eats very well.
Yes, he
There's
does.
no joke there. I'm just saying he eats
No, I
very
know. I'm
well.
so serious. No, he does. He does eat very well. I miss his
Well,
he always has the best
those,
breakfasts.
yeah, I wish I could show you. Maybe you can see it. This brownie, this picture of this brownie that he sent me. Dude, it was huge. It looks huge in the picture. Oh, there it is.
Um,
Look,
yeah,
that
that is a big brownie.
big brownie, and he said it was $1.58.
Fine.
Man.
I got free brownies and cookies and pretzels, like the big, soft, long, juicy pretzels
Oh
at
yeah.
SoFi Stadium watching the Chargers game against the, why are you laughing? Or against the Indianapolis Colts. And it was this past Sunday, and it was in
What?
this big, cool VI, not big, but this cool sectioned off VIP skybox thing, fully catered with booze and food and a bunch of meats that
Wow.
I couldn't eat. I had way too many cookies. This little private VIP box hosted by MGM. And I just remember that because of that brownie picture. That was really
That's
cool. That was 2 days ago.
amazing.
Yeah, it was fun. I don't even
Cool.
care about the chargers secretly, but you know.
Dude, I'm telling you,
Jealous face.
if you get a chance to experience like a VIP suite at a ballpark, at a stadium, oh man,
I
it
know.
is. I did the Lexus suite at Dodger Stadium,
All
and
right, not
that
bad.
was amazing. All the food you could eat, Dodger
So,
dogs.
who's inviting me to a VIP suite? I mean,
I think it
hello.
was Matt. Matt was the one that was going to do it.
Well,
What?
but this was before this. This was
Me too. This was before.
2018.
This was days ago.
No, I did. It was 2018, 2019 when I got to go to that.
Wow, awesome. Well, this was my first time doing one of those, so that was pretty nice. Had some fun Warrior games back in the day, but never one of those private suites like this was, and never catered, let me tell you. All
We'll
right.
have to have a VIP night.
Yeah. So here's something important, everybody. Just take a quick break. Me, there's no way we live in a simulation. Person, have you ever seen your neighbor bringing in groceries? Me.
Trying to think, have I ever seen my neighbors bring in groceries?
See, you guys are all just a piglet of my imagination.
Oh,
Okay. Here's the last item up for bid, everybody. It is from CBR.com. Oh, is it from our buddy? Oh, no, it's Sean O'Connell. He's a friend we haven't met yet. We'll call him that.
yeah.
Um, CBR.com says Star Trek exclusive first look at 2026's biggest new stories. But since we're
Okay.
out of time, everybody, you're going to have to go to CBR.com to look at the. Oh, man. Okay, no, we can look at this. This is really
Yeah.
cool. We did just real quick because it looks beautiful. Look at this.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Star Trek, The Last Starship. Look how beautiful this is.
Oh.
So these are covers from comic books that are set to release in January of 2026. So they're all covers.
Wow.
That's so cool.
Yeah, there's some pretty great looking covers in there.
Let's look at this one too. No feds allowed because a closed Earth is a safe Earth. So
Aw.
that's the three other planets that form the Federation. Although when I read about the formation of the Federation, oh, Walter's calling. When
Oh,
when I read about the formation of the Federation back in the day, before Enterprise, uh, there were five planets. It was Earth, Andoria, Vulcan, Tellar, and the fifth one was Alpha Centauri, I think. It was like
think
Centurions or Alpha Centaurians or something like that, that were said to be very similar to humans, but kind of like looking like Greekish or something like that.
You are
Anyway,
correct.
really? So then why? But so when I saw Enterprise, I remember watching that and going like, oh, cool. Now we're going to finally see these other guys. And they're like, we're the four that formed the whatever. And I was like, wait, I remember this differently. I must be from an alternate universe or a Mandela effect.
No, you're
mm,
correct. So obviously, Alpha Centauri, known as Alpha Centauri Concordium, Earth, Vulcan, Andoria, and Tellar Prime.
So where are you finding that? Is that was that like in the books but not canon because it was in books and not on the screen?
Yeah, let's just see where that is listed at.
Glenn Iverson says, I thought Alpha Centauri was supposed to be an Earth colony in the Star Trek universe.
Right, but it's still another planet.
Right. It is.
Yeah.
And then there's also Strange New Worlds, the seeds of salvation. Sowing the seeds of salvation. Okay.
There was a
Seeds
TOS
of
novel
salvation,
that was
sowing
called,
seeds.
what was it called? It was called Articles of the Federation. So
Oh.
originally there were, yes. And then I think when we got to Enterprise, they made them 4.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they clearly figured it wasn't canon. They do whatever they want. They didn't feel like, you know, adding this fifth unnecessary thing in their minds. But it was just kind of a bummer because I felt smart. I was like, oh, cool. I know there's going to be 5 of these and there are only 4. I was like, what the heck? That book
Oh,
lied to me.
heck.
Anyway, here's a bunch of vines. My only official social media is on Vine. If
Miss
you want
Vines.
to follow me on Vine, it only takes 6 seconds. You're going to love it. All right, let's talk about the week ahead. But before we do that, everybody, let's talk about yesterday.
Oh, come on.
We released what?
What happened to leg day?
What was the episode that was released just yesterday on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel, Melissa?
It was Jellicoe Part 1.
Chain of Command Part 1, the full episode released. Wait. Yeah. Man, that was already yesterday. The full episode of Chain of Command Part 1, the full episode review, I should say, was released and premiered on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel. So you can watch it anytime now. Check it out. Seventh Rule. That's youtube.com/Seventh Rule. Now, this coming Friday on the Virtual Trek on YouTube channel, come right back here for Star Trek and Chill, Friday, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to go live. We're going to be silly. We're going to have fun. Katie is going to try a candy bar called whatchamacallit.
Yeah, I have to get another one.
And I'm going to eat mine too. And we'll see. I can't wait. It was dusty when I got at the liquor store, but whatever. The dust doesn't travel through the wrapper,
No.
hopefully.
Character.
Yeah, that's true. Then on Sunday, oh man, wait, I got to open this up. Melissa, do you know off the top of your head what is the next seventh rule episode this coming Sunday?
I'm trying
I
to think
do.
what last you do.
Yes.
What is it?
Tapestry.
Oh,
Oh
right.
my goodness, it is this Sunday, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern Time on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel. We will release our first segment review of one of the greatest Star Trek episodes in the history of Star Trek,
You have
Tapestry.
to do the impression.
Oh, the hey, dumb jut human. Oh,
Yeah.
that's what they say. Anyway, I have that. You have
It's a
no
hoot.
grumba or something like that. I don't know what he says.
It's a hoot.
I've got that Captain Picard, or sorry, that Lieutenant Junior Grade Picard action figure somewhere. And I've got that Nausicaan action figure, and it comes with the knife too. It's really cool. But everybody, I thought the episode was grand. It's one of the best episodes ever. However, did Cirroc like it? Did other people like it? Well, we'll find out this Sunday, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern Time on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel. And then on Monday, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern Time on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel, we will release our full review of Chain of Command Part 2. There are 4 lights. Everybody knows. Don't let them gaslight you. Hang on to that. All right. That's it for us. Thank you so much to Linda, David, Unturned, Chuck A, Middleton Productions, Glenn Iverson on B, Bob D, May Borello out in the May area, Robert Kaiser staying up late in Austria. Do RCN turned? Yeah, I think we did. Joel and Valisock, Lucia Raz, and everybody else. It's been a lot of fun. Melissa, where can people find you and your goodies online?
At walkingartmadebymelissa.com. And you should sign up for my Zumba classes because you know why? Because it's fun to dance. And it's not the regular Zumba classes. It's I break down. So I choose a style of dance. This week we're doing bachata. And
Mm.
bachata's a little bit slower than, say, a cumbia or a merengue. So come sign up. And if you sign up, I have a special going on. So you sign up for a class and you can bring a friend. So that's two people taking the class for the price of one. That would be great. And you could hang out with people like Eve England, who told me what she thought of Tapestry this week while we were doing dance class. So if you want to find that out, sign up for the class. Also, um, I have these kind of things, shirts that I make and other things on that. And then you can you can also find me here on Virtual TrekCon, this the seventh rule and three fat lobsters and on Instagram at walkingartmadebymelissa.com. And I think I've taken up enough of your time, so I'm going to give it over to Matt.
Well, before Matt
Pichata,
goes, I
pichata.
gotta say, your dance lessons sound delicious. You have horchata, you have lemon merengue. I mean, there's some good stuff in there, everybody. So get it while it's hot. Yeah, what's up,
Yeah.
Matt? What
Lemon
about you?
Ferengue. Um, is that which Vorta was that pronounced it Ferengue? Was that Iggy
Hmm,
Pop that I
could
think it
be,
was in
could
the
be.
Was it?
Magnificent Ferengue? Yeah.
Yelgren.
Out
He played Yelgren.
yeah, yeah. He's
Yelgren.
Ferengue. Anyway, you can find me here on the main viewer on Tuesdays. You can check out my 5 videos on my YouTube channel and check out my art station for some Star Trek related art and perhaps even check me out on Facebook. And remember, optimism.
And everybody, you can find me online at Ryan TG Husk. Once again, that's at Ryan TG Husk, or just Falling Tower Virtual TrekCon or the Seventh Rule on your favorite social media, especially Vine. Primarily Vine. That's it for us. And thank you to everybody else. We will see you next time. Please remember, hit the refresh button when this thing ends. Add in your comments below. Let us know what you thought. Put the Kickstarter, Doug Drexler's Kickstarter, in the comments section below. Let us know if you've already donated and support that. That'd be really cool. Let us know if you're supporting it, pledging, donating, sharing it around. Tell your pals. Tell us in the comments section below, and we will see you. Lucia Raz says, "What is Vine?" Joel says,
Saw that too.
"Vine Tea Husk." All right. See you around, everybody. Ferengue almost sounds like a country in South America.
Yes, it does.
When you guys want to talk about Ferengue, put it on the main viewer.